Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
Oh, baby. How are we doing, faithful? We got some breaking news coming in Friday morning, which doesn't usually happen. The 49ers have just traded for running back Brian Robinson. I am the happiest guy out there. The 49ers give up a 2026 six-rounder. Now, a couple things I want to talk about. One, I love this trade. I put out there, man, a couple weeks ago, the 49ers should definitely be interested in Brian Robinson. They need major help in the running back position. And I also talked all training camp, Patrick Taylor Jr. had a major role. Like, he was going to be kind of that Jordan Mason replacement part for like the physicality, the chain moving, the short yardage, whatever else. Like, obviously Isaac Guerendo was going to be running back too. That's what they wanted to happen. Dude just can't stay healthy. And then when Patrick Taylor went down, it was like, now this is problematic because he fulfilled that role. And then you had Corey Kiner and Jordan James. Well, Jordan James broke his finger, didn't get the reps that he needed to try to get up to par early in the year. I don't think that this really affects Jordan James long-term anything, to be honest with you, the Brian Robinson trade. But what this does do is it gives you quality depth at a position that has kind of plagued you with injuries since Shanahan showed up. There's only been 1 year since 2017, Kyle Shanahan showing up, that you haven't had major running back issues. That was 2023 where Christian McCaffrey stayed healthy, made it to the Super Bowl, all those different things, broke records. That's it. 2023 was it. And this gives you, look, you are now no longer dependent upon Isaac Guerendo staying healthy. Like, if Christian McCaffrey goes down, that is catastrophic still, even with Brian Robinson. But now you have something. And for those of you that email me and comment all the time, why do you complain so much about the trade with Jordan Mason, blah, 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 blah. Like, the Niners counted on that guy so much. And you had that quality physical running style. Like, it's an outside zone scheme. I understand that. But it's not just an outside zone scheme. You run inside zone all the time. All the time. And Brian Robinson fits that mold much more so. So he's a bigger, dude, 6'2", 228. Like, he's got more in common with Derrick Henry than probably any other running back in the NFL. Like, he's that James Conner, Derrick Henry, big bolstered, whatever running back. But man, I absolutely love this. And like, probably my favorite thing. Okay, like, I hated the Jordan Mason trade. I thought you gave him away for pennies. You pick swapped this year. That pick got you Jordan Siegel plus the 6-rounder that you jumped up for. So it was the 6 plus the Jordan Mason trade. And then you got a 6-round pick next year. Well, that's what, I don't know if it's the 49ers pick that they traded or the Vikings pick, but I don't care. So essentially, you just turned Jordan Mason into Marquise Siegel, my favorite rookie so far on the 49ers team, and Brian Robinson, 1-year rental. Yeah, hindsight from where I'm standing right now, and again, I'm a Jordan Mason truther, always have been. A++. This is absolutely incredible. Now, you had to have so many different things, kind of work out and master chess and all that kind of stuff to get to where you are now. But bravo. I truly do believe, like, I absolutely love this trade. This is incredible. And so Brian Robinson is now your number 2, first off. And you allow, my phone's blowing up. You allow Isaac Guerendo to kind of be that change of pace guy, but your running back 2 is Brian Robinson. And I think long-term, you want it to be Isaac Guerendo. You want it to be Jordan James, but Brian Robinson's in the last year of his rookie deal. And even on top of that, the Commanders are taking $3.4 million of his contract. So what is the common occurrence? And people get mad at me every time I say this, but like, come on, man, look at the moves that are being made. Younger and cheaper. Younger and cheaper. Brian Robinson, rookie deal. You're giving up a 6th-round pick that I don't know if it's the Niners 6th or the Vikings 6th next year, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Younger and cheaper. Like, check. And on top of that, how do the 49ers build? Well, they build through compensation picks. You now have Brian Robinson in the last year of his rookie deal. He plays for you this year. Then he goes and signs elsewhere in a free agent deal. You'll receive a compensation pick back for that. Probably not going to be much with it being a running back, but golly, like this is, I'm sorry, but the Sky Moore trade, I was like B. All right, like B, you get what you paid for, a late 2-year 7-6 pick swap. Like that's what you're getting for, but it helps you in the return game, solidifies that, gives you some wide receiver depth. I get it, all this stuff. This was A+. I absolutely love this. And, it's funny because let me see if I can find it. Here it is right here. Yeah, I put this out on August 18th, 4 days ago. So Mike Garafolo goes out and says, amid speculation about his future, Brian Robinson not going to play in the preseason game. And I tweeted out, yes, the 49ers should be interested. And I got, a lot of people just telling me, no, they shouldn't, not a scheme fit. Why do they need that? They have this. And I'm just like, man, they have not replaced that Jordan Mason role. You kind of did with Jordan James, but the injury, the rookie hasn't got the snaps that he needed. He's still on the side practicing. Like, you need help now. And then with the Isaac Guerendo injury, then the Corey Kiner injury, then the Patrick Taylor injury, it was just like, good Lord, you need somebody reliable that could step in and play now. That's what you need. And, Washington, not the same scheme, but Kingsbury runs, he definitely has outside zone in the scheme. He has all that like going on, like, boom. Like, I absolutely this is, man, A++, first off. Like, the 49ers got better today for a 6th-round pick, which you still have a 6th-round pick next year as well. So I love that. Again, this is the way the 49ers roster is going to work, where you use, man, you're buying relatively cheap, a 2026 6th-rounder. You're not paying top-tier money. And now you have fortified a position that, God forbid, if CMC goes down and Isaac Guerendo continues to be one of the most injured players in the NFL, which I hate, I really hope he stays healthy, and I hope that he is that kind of game-changing playmaker. I want that to happen. But you're not betting on things that are not likely. Christian McCaffrey is 29. And so this just basically guarantees, look, we're going to have running back depth. This now allows Jordan James, dude, you work back. Work back from your injury. We ain't got to rush you back. You're going to get your reps in practice. You're going to get to learn what it's like to be an NFL pro in the, NFL running back room, in practice, seeing how it goes in games, going through film. You don't have to rush the rookie out there. And, man, right here, sorry, I know I'm really behind on the chat. This is a live show, so whenever these breaking shows happen, I don't have, like, the notes and the script and all that stuff. So, like, I've got the research, and I'm constantly rebuffering, refreshing to make sure we know what's going on and, all that stuff. But the 49ers running back room, like, I was not close to sold at all on this room. But now, yes. I think that this just helps Isaac Guerendo. I think that this helps Jordan James long-term because it's a 1-year rental and you're going to get a compensation pick return, probably a 7th-round value whenever he signs somewhere else. Maybe he goes out there and proves he's amazing and you keep him. I doubt that. Niners don't like to pay not 1 but 2 running backs. But, man, just like sigh of relief, weight off your shoulders. Hey, the 49ers got some breathing room in that running back room now, like way more than that. And I love the change of pace. Like, I like the lightning and thunder. You know what I mean? Like, you've got CMC, you've got Guerendo, you've got these quick guys. You bring in, listen to these measurements. Good gosh. This dude is a bohemian. 6'2", okay? Brian Robinson, 6'2". That's top 97th percentile of running backs. 225. That's top 81 percentile. He's got a 76-inch wingspan. That's top 83%. Arm length, 32 inches, 80%. Hand size, 9 3/4, 85%. It runs a 4.53. Like, it's not like he's slow. That's top 60% for running backs. Like, he's not fast. He's not a burner. That's not what he does. 30-inch vertical, that's a little low. 119 broad jump, that's, whatever. But, like, this dude, he's built. He's giant. So you've got these slasher 1-foot cut runners, and then your change of pace now is punch you in the face. It's get downhill. It's, man, go after it. The complementary piece is opposing the standard NFL philosophy in running backs, right? Like, you want that big, heavy hitter, then you put in the small change of pace speedster. That's not what the 49ers are doing. They're going to be doing the opposite. It's not the way you design it, but I'm telling you, it's a nice complementary piece. I absolutely love this. This is awesome. And, you could, I don't know if Kyle Shanahan or Christian McCaffrey would ever sign up for this, Captain. The captain says, talk about giving CMC a break, not wear him down for the season. That would be ideal. I don't know if that's going to happen, especially early on. Like, it will take a little bit of adjustment, but I'm not overly concerned. And again, going back to, where did Brian Robinson come out of? Alabama. What offense were they running at Alabama? It was the Sarkisian flexed Shanahan outside zone scheme. Like, he has footprints in a similar structure. Same thing with Kingsbury. Like, so he's got time in this. Plus, let's not kid ourselves. The running back position is by far one of the easiest to adapt into. It's one of the least brain drain, nuanced, whatever else. See space, run to space. At the end of the day, it's what it is. Now, you've got to learn some of the concepts and the motions and the routes and all that stuff, but you're doing some of that with Kingsbury. You did some of that with Sarkisian. Sarkisian runs the rail route more than Shanahan does, running back out of the backfield down the numbers. Like, so he's got a lot of that. And so, is he your prototypical outside zone guy, Paul? No, he's not. He's not built like that. He's your gap scheme guy, but he has experience in the outside zone. And in today's NFL, no team, including the 49ers, and you can go through all the outside zone teams, every single team pairs outside zone with inside zone, which is a gap, power, whatever. Oh, what's up, Bowtie? My man, Jack Cooley in the house. Appreciate the super chat. Finally, some good news amidst the nonstop injuries. Now, also, I'm going to say it. The 49ers now have not one, but two players that have overcome bullet gun wounds and are like two of the toughest human beings in the world. We got the Bullet brothers. I don't know if that's a bad joke, but talk about overcoming and just like, good Lord. The 49ers want some tough ass, badass human beings. You got them. And so this is just incredible to me. Now, I went back and pulled out. I haven't even read this. This is my Brian Robinson Jr. draft write-up. He came out in 2022, was a third-round draft pick. This is what we put up for our draft, the 49ers Rush draft guide. Here's what I said. One, the 49ers had an official interview with him before the draft. And I said, huge. Looks like a linebacker. Very physical and has a great top-end speed for his size. Just takes a minute to get going. Kind of like Isaac Guerrero. Power scheme fit is best. Teams will try to turn him into Derrick Henry 2.0. And, man, his power, I rated at a 9. His hands at a 3. My athletic comp for him was James Conner. Play style, a little bit more Mikel LaShore. I didn't go too deep into running backs that year because I didn't think that we were going to draft a lot of them, but that's where we are. Now, you look at what he's accomplished. He's 26 years old, but you have him on a 1-year deal. He's still on his rookie deal. And again, Like Washington's paying for it. Washington is paying $3.4 million of what's owed on his contract. This is, again, young, 26, cheap. You ain't paying anything. You give up a 6th-round pick, younger, cheaper. The Niners just keep doing it. Now, he started 37 games in 3 years, played in 41 games. He's rushed for 700 yards every year. Listen to his rushing totals. Rookie season, 797 yards. Sophomore season, 733. Last year, 799. Like, that's just what he is. He's 700 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns last year, 8 touchdowns. Not the biggest home run play. His longest rush attempt his rookie year was 24 yards. Second year, 29. Last year, 40. He's a chain mover. He's not the Isaac Guerrero 70-yard play. That's not what it is. This is a chain. Listen to the first down numbers. First year, 49 first downs. Second year, 47 first downs. Third year, 47 first downs. Chain mover. It's what he does. Now, you look at just the yards per attempt, 3.9, 4.1, 4.3. It's gotten better 3 years in a row. Consistent. That is what it is. I freaking love this trade. A+. It was a major position of need. And this dude is the opposite of injury prone. Doesn't mean he won't get injured. It's football. It's running backs. I get that. But, man, you have this rock, this durability, this big-bodied back that could just kind of do almost everything. Now, whenever you look at what he did in the receiving realm, all right, rookie year, 9 catches. Second year, 36 receptions. Pretty solid on 43 targets. That's incredible. Last year, 20 catches on 25 targets. Like, reliable. His catch percentage, 75%, 83%, 80%. That's definitely not bad. Now, is he like a wiggle guy and shaking man coverage and all that kind of stuff? No. He's an outlet running back that you could run screens to. You can do some option route with. He can run a Texas route. But, man, fumbles, a little bit of an issue. He's got 2 fumbles his rookie year, 4 fumbles his second season, 2 fumbles last year. Little bit of an issue there. But, man, this guy, you can't be mad about it. A lot of success in the playoffs. I feel like he's done really, really good. Let's pull up the PFF numbers and kind of what we're going to get from him there. Let's pull up the rushing PFF breakdown. Oh, we're on preseason. Let's go regular and postseason. All 3 years, man. Rookie, 82.5 grade, 75.3 grade, 71.8 grade. Come on, man. Like, consistency. And it's funny because I was talking to you about how he's not a home run hitter. Like, his longest rush attempts, 40, 29, 24, right? How many 10-plus yard rushes has he had? Rookie year, 18, 10-plus yard rush attempts. Pretty damn solid. Sophomore year, 19. Last year, 22. This guy is a guy that's going to get you 3 to 12 yards, and that's probably about it. But he's a chain mover. He moves the freaking ball. Oh, I'm so freaking excited. Missed tackles force. Okay, now this is badass. This is probably the number one. This is the number one stat right here, okay? If you want to talk about what Brian Robinson brings, it is missed tackles forced. Rookie year, 32 missed tackles forced. That's a lot. 37 missed tackles forced second year and 33 last year. Yards after contact, all of them. 2.7, 2.9, 3.0. After contact. You block him, you get him space. He's going to get you 3 yards after contact. That's that power. That's that falling forward. That's that, man, go get him. This is awesome. I am so freaking pumped right now. I absolutely love this. The 49ers, A+++. This is by far, I think that this trade is going to pay huge dividends this year. So, next up, let's talk about what we think the running back rotation is going to be, especially early on. Oh, boy, here we go. 49ers rush road trip is going into its 6th year, With over 40 events at road games, if you are traveling to see the 49ers play this year, you got to come party with us. And on top of that, we give games, trivia, giveaways. We've partnered with TickPick this year. All you have to do is search 49ers Rush on any name it. And on top of all of that, best dressed, giveaways, autographed jerseys, kids are always included, and get in for free with a ticketed adult. And a lot of times for select cities, we will have 49ers legends come out and you get to meet and greet them and get autographed. Navarro Bowman, Frank Gore, Patrick Willis, Fred Warner are all players that we have worked with in the past. The 49ers community. You're traveling by yourself. We got you covered. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. Now, first week at Seattle, we're going to be there. I'm so pumped. Frank Gore is going to be there partying with us. So if you are going, listen, that first road game at Seattle is the top 4 most important game of the season. Really, really is. Day before, come party with Frank Gore. We're going to be at the press box from 2 to 6. Kids are free. Kids are free always. Everything we always do. And our tailgate right next to the stadium, as close as you can get. We walk to the stadium, sea of red. Going to be incredible. And then week 2, man, we're going back to back. We're flying out to New Orleans. We are going to be at the Bourbon Street Drinkery the day before on Bourbon Street. We rented out not one, but both floors of this place. It's going to be an absolute blast. Trivia, giveaways, games. We've got bachelor parties coming to town. I'm super pumped about that. And then a tailgate, premium tailgate, seafood station, everything you can want. Again, just go to the TickPick app, search 49ers Rush, or click the link in the description of this video or podcast. It jumps you straight there. That's probably the easiest way to get that. And use promo code Niners, NINERS. Get $10 off your first purchase. Let's go. Let's get it done. So, now my question to you guys in the chat, I know my answer. Who gets more carries this year? Isaac Guerendo, Jordan James, or Brian Robinson? Who gets more carries? Christian McCaffrey is going to be the front load guy. No doubt about that. Highest paid running back in the NFL, rightfully so. Offensive player of the year, just, a year removed, all those things. Who do you think gets the most carries out of Brian Robinson, Isaac Guerendo, and Jordan James? Because I think that this year, it kind of works well that you could just say, hey, we got Brian Robinson for 1 year. We're going to spread. I think Guerendo's going to get his because he is a much better passing game option. But goodness, man, if it is 3rd and 4, if it's 2nd and 4, Brian Robinson should be that guy. Like, just the consistency factor. And, like, if we're going to be honest, like, probably the number one thing that is the struggle with Isaac Guerendo is consistency. He's just not that guy. Like, it's 2 yards, 3 yards, 1 yard, 40 yards. Brian Robinson's the exact opposite. It's 4 yards, 6 yards, 4 yards, 10 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, if you want the efficiency, I think that that's what it's got to be. So, let's see what you guys, we got a Rob dub. I don't know if it's a dub question. You invested more in Isaac Guerendo. So, like, I think he's been there. Paul says 1 CMC, Robinson 2, Guerendo 3, James 4. That is a solid running back room. Good gosh. My favorite thing about this, Paul, Jordan James gets to chill. He doesn't have to be thrown into, hey, you're now running back 2. He just gets to develop into it. There's going to come that time, and Guerendo and James are under contract long-term, so is CMC. Like, that is awesome. This is a 1-year look. We're going to ensure that this running back room is healthy, and we've got it covered. We ain't got to worry about nothing. And maybe if Patrick Taylor Jr. didn't get hurt and Corey Kiner get hurt, like, those 2 guys were your kind of, look, 4-yard thumpers. That's what they were. Jack of all trade type guys. Both of them went down the same game, and it was just like, what the hell do we do? What do we do? I freaking love this. I truly do think, again, what has been my critique this entire offseason is that you don't have quality veteran depth anywhere. Very few places. This establishes just another one of those. Man, you can rest easy. You can sleep easy at night. CMC is going to probably miss some time in this season. It happens almost every year. I hope nobody does. I hope the 49ers don't have one injury. That's just not the way the world works. But now it's like you don't have to be on pins and needles to the point of, man, if somebody's hurt, it's screwed. Man, CMC goes down, it's over. We've had those feelings are, you feel it in the stands whenever you're at those games. I was at that Buffalo game. Niners we played relatively well in that game anyway. But then whenever CMC went down, like there were Niner fans, we had a huge party out there and the snow was awesome. But like everybody was just like, oh no. And even the Buffalo fans, like they were like, no, like everybody was like, no. And it was just like, all right, we're done. Then Jordan Mason got hurt right after that. But Isaac Grindo's not a fullback. I don't know who keeps saying Isaac Grindo's a fullback. Isaac Grindo's not a fullback. That dude gets hurt on special teams drill in practice. That dude is not a contact player. Why do people keep saying that? I don't know who started that. But that is no. Isaac Grindo is no. I don't say soft, but he sure as hell ain't tough. There's no way that dude is leading ISO blocks against a running back, and he's the most injured player on the 49ers roster. That ain't happened. It's not. No, his blocking's not good. It was good in pass protection in college, was not last year in the NFL. That's not happening. But the running the routes and all that stuff, yes, I get that. I understand that. But man, Christian McCaffrey, Brian Robinson, Isaac Grindo, Jordan James, that's what it should be. And Grindo can come in and you get Grindo those kind of like 2 to 5 carries a game. You get Brian Robinson kind of 4 to 8 carries a game. The rest go to Christian McCaffrey. Get a couple jet sweeps with Sky Moore. Like, look at the 2 additions that you've made just in the past 2 days. You go get a 4th year, last year of the rookie contract wide receiver for a 2 year from now, 6-7 pick swap. Younger, cheaper, but has experience in the NFL, can come play. He signs elsewhere. He enters into the compensation pick formula. I doubt Sky Moore is going to register on that. Brian Robinson, same thing. 6th round pick, 3rd round, you know what I'm saying? And it's a pick that you got in that Jordan Mason trade. Comes in, has a lot of experience. He's still only 26 years old. 4th year of his rookie deal, plus the Commanders are paying a lot of it. Comes in, plays 1 year. He parts, Vio con Dios. And then now you allow Grindo and James to step up. This just makes everything better. It helps CMC. You can spell him if you need to. It helps Grindo. Dude, just chill, learn, come be a splash player for us. That's it. Helps James. Learn, take your time. We're not going to throw you in a position because you missed half a training camp with that, broken pinky and then having the surgery. Now you get to learn. I freaking love this trade. And if you're just joining us, the 49ers traded a 2026 6th round pick to the Commanders for running back Brian Robinson. You add some beef to the roster. I absolutely love it. And again, I was so pissed at that Jordan Mason trade. I hated it. You did the pick swap this year. Used that to go get Marquise Siegel, now my favorite rookie. And then you got a 6th rounder just waiting next year. I don't know if that's the one they used or the 49ers one. Don't really care. I hope they traded the 49ers one because I expect the 49ers to be picking after the Vikings. But whichever one, it's the 6th round, so who cares? Turn Jordan Mason into essentially Marquise Siegel and Brian Robinson 1-year rental. And cheaper because you would have had to pay Jordan Mason that $5 million. You didn't want to do that. Younger and cheaper. He was younger. He wasn't cheaper. So you sent him off. Now you bring in Brian Robinson, same age, and you got the Commanders to pay for it. Woo! Right here. David, John, will you be doing a breakdown of Brian Robinson on your Patreon? Yes, I am. Right as soon as this gets done, I'm going to go download some tape. We're going to work on that. We're going to get some stuff done, and I got to, download and all that stuff takes a lot of time usually. But yes, the goal is today. The wife is on a beach. She went to the beach for a day with her old college roommate, which I'm super excited about. So yeah, I get to do film. And then on top of that, We have our Jerry Rice Tier Zoom Hangout meeting. That's going to be Sunday. We do this every single month, but this is probably one of my favorite ones where we go through and we predict the 53-man roster. And so we go through with the Brain Trust, and, man, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time this Sunday, the 24th. We're going to get together for about an hour and a half, and we're going to go through the roster, and we're going to make our own. We vote. We go position by position and all that stuff. We figure that out. It's an absolute blast. And if you've never joined us for one of these, the 49ersrush.com and our Patreon, we have a 7-day free trial. So you can go sign up right now. Not going to cost you a penny. Join us for the Zoom meeting. Watch the Brian Robinson breakdown. Watch all the preseason tape. And then you can cancel before the 7-day free trial is over. It's not going to cost you a penny. You ain't going to make me mad. Now, if you think the content that we put out there is worth it, then you could stay on. That is how I feed my family. That is what has allowed me to do this full time, and why I can go live in the middle of Friday at 10 a.m. With the emergency breaking news. And I'm so thankful, the amount of support we've had over there. It wasn't even my idea. I had listeners say, hey, you should start this so we can support you. And I was like, man, I kind of feel bad about it. Started it. Now I get to do this full time, and I get to host all these events and whatever. So I'm very thankful. And our executive producers, Corey Robbins, 49ers George, 365 David Gill. That's why this show exists. This is episode 1489 of the 49ers Rush podcast. That is absolutely insane. And I am very, very thankful. So David, yes, I will be doing a breakdown over on Patreon, all 22 tape of Brian Robinson. We'll get that out. I'll get started as soon as this video is done. I process it and put the audio out there for the Spotify and, iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts, all them. Once I'm done with that, then I'll be there. Big Papa, what's up, man? John, you going to be at the game tomorrow? I am. I want to be there with my good friend Matthew and Rusty, who are two of the coolest people ever. I'd love to meet up. Big Papa, you're the man. It's been too long since we have seen each other, my friend. Been too long. But, Yatsik said he's traveling. That's okay, man. And Yatsik says the content is worth George Kittle's weight in gold. Man, thank you. Yatsik is one of the best humans I've met. Can't wait to party with you in New York, my friend. Uncle Salty in Texas. What's up, man? Give me some barbecue, bro. Check out Pecan Lodge if you're in Dallas. That's probably my favorite Dallas spot. But Brian Robinson traded. The 49ers, are they done? Are they going to keep trading? If the 49ers were to trade for another position, which I think that you could use some help. Now, here's the thing. You traded for Sky Moore, and what the wide receiver room's not done. But I think that you're to the point now where you don't have to trade. You could trade for another spot, but the wide receiver room is going to solve itself as the year goes on. I think that by the end of the season, 2025, you're going to have an incredible wide receiver room. When Ayuk comes back, when Juwan Jennings' calf is no longer affecting him, Jacob Cowan might work back into some snaps, whatever else. When Demarcus Robinson's not suspended, on paper, pretty solid wide receiver room. Ayuk, Jennings, Pearsall, Demarcus Robinson, whatever order you want to put those guys in, that's a pretty badass four group. And you got to remember, the 49ers schedule is the easiest schedule in the NFL. You just got to kind of brunt the storm of the early part of the season, those first 3 weeks. And then after that, I don't want to say it's cake. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. But here's what we're going to do next. I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to go through the quarterbacks that the 49ers are facing this season on a week-by-week basis, and you guys are not going to be able to stop smiling when we're done with this list. Your fantasy league pays bragging rights. My bookie pays cash. So this season, stop celebrating like it's 2009 and start betting like it's 2025. Whether you're hammering spreads, chasing the lines, writing money shot parlays, my favorite, teasers are my favorite bet ever. And I just tell people this all the time. You're betting with the odds and with the house instead of against it. Check out teasers if you haven't done it. It's our specialty, and it's where we make most of our money. But MyBookie is your one-stop sportsbook and casino in one. So one account, one wallet. You bet football all weekend. Then you want to play slots. You want to play blackjack. It's all. You don't have to switch apps. No jumping platforms. Just straight up action. And if you're new to my bookie, man, they've got a new huge promo. Use our code 49ers, 49ERS on your first bet up to $500. It's fully covered. So you make your play. If it doesn't hit, you get it right back with a bet back bonus. No stress. And it comes with just a one-time rollover on return bet, so you're free to reload and keep firing. If you don't know about reloads, ask them their customer service. Trust me, that is there. But again, a one-time rollover, that is huge. So sign up at mybookie.ag, code 49ers, 49ERS. Claim your bet back bonus. Make this football season the one where bragging rights come with a bankroll. My bookies, where bettors win together, because bragging's good, but cashing in is better. All right, let's go through the quarterbacks that the 49ers get to face this year in order. Okay, so we're going to start week one. One of the top 4 biggest games of the year. If you want to say top 2 biggest games of the year, I'm cool with that. At Seattle, we're going to be there for the party. Can't wait with Frank Gore. Ugh, what's up, man? You're playing Sammy D. Sam Darnold, man. With Clint Kubiak. Both of those guys were here together just a few short years ago. Now they're up there. What is Sam Darnold going to be like without Justin Jefferson, without Kevin O'Connell, who might be the best quarterbacks coach in the NFL, without that top 5 O-line? You don't have those things. Now, he does have Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp. They got a young tight end. They got 2 running backs. Their line has improved, but I am not sold. I am not sold. I'm sorry, I got to highlight this. Notorious GAV. Biggest game of the year for me. F them Seahawks. I love it. And Lee. Niners have the most players with bullet holes in them. We got to come out to 50 Cent, man. Got to. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. We got to. And that's got to be on the boombox. Like, make it happen. Oh, dude. I'm in. I'm a big 50 Cent guy. All right. Anyway, week 1, Sam Darnold. Week 2, Saints. The only team in the NFL that still has not named their quarterback. Still. Is it Tyler Shugg? Is it Spencer Rattler? Don't care. They're going to have a tough defense. They always do. But, nah, bro. Nah. Week 3, you got, can't ride a roller coaster, Kyler Murray out there. We played him. Now, they beat us twice last year. And so, this is kind of one of my, I said I would not trade for another wide receiver. But, you're not going to have DeMarcus Robinson the first 3 weeks. Definitely not going to have Brandon Ayuk the first 3 weeks. If I know that Juwan Jennings will freaking buck up and play, I'm not trading for anybody. But if this calf or contract is enough to keep him out, missing 2 division games, then I'm picking up the phone. Now, the 49ers could just wait and see who gets cut, on other people's 53 and bring them in. And I'm almost to the point now where it's like, man, cuts are Tuesday. We'll go live as soon as the cuts are finalized. 49ers report their cuts last in the NFL every single year. Shanahan thinks that gives them an advantage. So the cuts are all due Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern. But, the 49ers don't turn their sheet over to the press until after that. I don't know why they think everybody will claim other people and then they sneak them in, whatever else. They wear tinfoil there. It's what it is. But, man, if I knew Juwan Jennings would play, then I'm not touching another wide receiver. We've got it fixed throughout the course of the season. If Juwan Jennings is going to miss those 3 weeks, then I'm okay, we might address another wide receiver. Cheaper, younger. It's not going to be Amari Cooper for those of you that are wanting. And, I see Malachi Corley would be cool to add. He has no experience. I want somebody that's going to play week 1. I don't think Malachi Corley fits that. I would like Malachi Corley. I do like him. He was fun tape. I liked him. I'm just saying, I don't think he helps us the first 3 weeks. I don't trust him. I want a guy that has NFL experience. We'll have to see if that comes through. Jacksonville Jaguars week 4. Yeah, come on, man. Every time we play that dude, he struggles against zone defenses. Let's just be honest. Trevor, whatever. I'm not overly concerned. Then you got the Rams week 5. Matt Stafford's back practicing, looking good. How he's going to be, after a month of contact in the NFL with that back, we'll see. We will see. Then week 6, Baker. That's probably this 4-game stretch. 5, 6, 7, 8 is the toughest quarterback stretch the Niners go through. So week 5, Matthew Stafford. Week 6, Baker. Week 7, you've got second-year Michael Penix Jr., who I think is a very good quarterback. And then week 8 is probably the best quarterback that you'll play all season, C.J. Stroud. Yeah, look at Logan. Brock Purdy versus C.J. Stroud is going to be fun. That's going to be a very, very fun matchup. But yeah, like that stretch, Stafford, Baker, Penix, Stroud, that is kind of like now. Does anybody consider those guys, any of those wide receivers, top 5? I don't think so. Maybe Stafford in his heyday, maybe Stroud will get there, but that's not Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. It's not those guys, right? So still tough, but that's the toughest. Then after that, you've got the Giants. Probably, is it still going to be Russell? Jackson Dart looks good. Jackson Dart looks really good. Back to the Rams week 10, Cardinals week 11, Kyler Murray. Then week 12, you've got Bryce Young, back-to-back short quarterbacks. I kind of like that. Yeah, week 12, Carolina. 13, the Browns. Who the hell knows? Don't know. Then you have a bye week. Then you have the Tennessee Titans week 15 for Cam Ward. You get a bye week, and then you get to play a rookie quarterback. I am in. Colts week 16. We'll see what happens there. The Bears week 17, and then Seattle Seahawks, probably the most important game. I've got to blow my nose. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Hey, Niner faithful, if you're looking for tickets to see the 49ers play this season, TickPick is the destination for the best deals you'll find on tickets with absolutely no hidden fees. TickPick guarantees the best price on tickets to every NFL game and beyond. Download the TickPick app and use code NINERS, NINERS, at checkout to save $10 on your first order. Again, that's code NINERS. Get your tickets ready today to cheer on the team with the rest of the 49ers Rush community, and all of our events for the 49ers Rush road trip are sold exclusively on the TickPick app or tickpick.com. Just search 49ers Rush. So the schedule is feasible. Like, it's beyond feasible. It's beneficial. And I can't remember the last time the 49ers had an opportunity to be able to go through the season where it's like, good Lord, you're not playing first and, second and third seeds of the AFC versus the NFC every freaking week. The NFC West is down. By far one of the weakest divisions. Now, there's not like a bottom dweller team, like even the Cardinals, like, who have not had a lot of success. They did beat us twice last year. So it's a very, very manageable schedule. I'm super excited about that. And if they can just get through that first 3-week stretch. And so this is something that you have to weigh. And the 49ers are wrestling with this now too. Like, can Isaiah Hodgins and Russell Gage hold the fort down for 3 weeks and get us through these lumps? Demarcus Robinson has looked unbelievable. All of camp, all of preseason. And I keep saying every time I'm out there at training camp, like, I'm okay with Ricky Pearsall and Demarcus Robinson as the 1-2 wide receivers. I would prefer it to be Juwan Jennings out there, and then DeMarcus is your number 3. That's ideal. But man, if we can get those 2 guys out there, you're going to be fine. Oh man, I really do feel this trade today, gigantic boost, huge boost, insurance policy, shot in the arm, whatever you want to say about it, hell yes. Hugh, I appreciate this. The 49ers need younger and cheaper because of the future obligations they have. Yeah, you're paying a lot of top-tier guys. Brock Purdy, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams, Diamador Lenore. Like, you have your blue chip established. You don't have that second-tier veteran quality depth pieces, but you're hoping these young guys, 11 rookies you drafted, can develop into that. That's why they roll over their cap money. Great trade. Yeah, they're rolling over $40 million, and they're going to need it all. That's why they keep doing this younger, cheaper. I totally agree with you. But it does hurt whenever you're lacking that veteran depth, and that's why I love this trade. Is, Is Brian Robinson a veteran depth play? He's a 1 year, 3 years of experience, which for the running back position, let's be honest, should qualify you as a vet. 49ers got better today, and they didn't sacrifice their future, whether cap or draft capital, at all to do it. Remember, you're able to turn Jordan Mason, one of my favorites, into Marquise Siegel and Brian Robinson. And save money because you're not even paying all of Brian Robinson's deal. The Commanders are taking $3.4 million of what's left of that deal. I'm pumped, man. I'm so excited. Oh, look at this. We got Michael Pickle in the chat. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a good day. I don't know how you guys feel. Now, the fantasy people, y'all are going through a little bit different. I thought Garrido or Jordan James, whatever. That's a little bit different story. But for the Niners, this is a huge home run. And I could not be more excited about this. I am pumped, man. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Now, remember, y'all make sure y'all join us on Sunday. We've got our Zoom hangout. We're going to do our 53-man roster. So come join us then. Until next time, great news. Smile all day, Niners. I'm going to go download some Brian Robinson tape. I'm going to get a breakdown up on our Patreon and the 49ers Rush right after this. So go sign up over there. 7-day free trial, whatever tier you join. But yeah, so it's tape time for me here. And until next time, stay strong, faithful.